Today's episode is sponsored by Spartan Chemical Company. Family owned and operated since 1956, Spartan Chemical is a leading manufacturer of superior and cost-effective specialty chemical products sold through select, trusted distributors. Spartan Chemical makes clean simple. For more information, please visit spartanchemical.com. You might not know Ed Marsh, but he's a growth and strategy consultant and the founder and principal of Consilium Global Business Advisors. So, Ed, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Jeff. It's a pleasure to be here. Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk about something interesting. It's unique, it's powerful. It focuses on bringing the operations and processing mindset that the cleaning industry engages in when they do the work to the revenue side of operations. And we might think there's a disconnect there. You know, you have your operations, you have your marketing. But Ed, I think you might disagree with that. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, and I guess the place I can start is how I found you, Jeff. I mean, you clearly in your media empire, if I can use that word, I mean, you're everywhere. You clearly have a process that you follow, and media is essentially marketing. And to a large extent, with buyers being 70% of the way through the buying journey before they want to talk to a rep, marketing is now largely sales. So media is marketing is sales. And you have achieved what you've achieved clearly by having a very well-conceived strategic process with relentless execution tactically. And I think there's an interesting opportunity for companies in the B2B space that have a very carefully crafted, refined over years mentality of process where they engineer the process, they make it efficient, they follow it rigorously. And yet, that's on the operations side of the business. And yet, when you look at the way they sell and market, it tends to just be haphazard. And so if we can just get people to shift their thinking and say, wait a minute, just because it's sales marketing, it isn't a black box. Let's bring that same kind of mindset to the revenue growth side of the business, the front end of the business, if you will. There's huge opportunities for improvement.
Okay, you made it sound easy. That easy. So,
well, of course, the operations side of business isn't easy either. So none of it's easy.
no, but that's the comfort zone, right? When you think about cleaning companies, carpet cleaning, janitorial, custodial, restoration companies, they a lot of those business owners, they thrive on the technical. They love the production part. They figure it out. They buy the tools. Right. They enjoy that. So tell us, how do you make this happen on both sides?
So it's a process, obviously, and it's not right for every company. I mean, there are some, just like every company, I guess, I don't know your business that well, but not every company is going to go in and do a fire restoration. Not every company is going to be comfortable doing this. A lot depends on the owner's mindset, their horizon, their transition plan, how rapidly they want to grow, all that kind of stuff. But the good news is that you can think of it like a maturity model where you don't have to go from 0 to 60 or from not doing it to excellent all in one step across the entire process. You can prioritize, you can identify those places where maybe it's making sure that you've got the right sales team that actually can sell. Maybe it's making sure that your digital marketing is correct. Maybe it's making sure that your marketing automation and CRM capture your sales process and pipeline correctly so that your forecasts are accurate. There's a lot of different pieces to it. You don't have to parachute in and try to fix everything at once. The important thing in my experience is to understand how the system works and then to make informed decisions based on resource availability and priority where you want to start to work on things with the idea that gradually over time you improve everything together.
And basically this would apply to any industry that's doing work and selling products or services.
I think that's fair. My specialty is in B2B. I often work with companies that are in the industrial space, sometimes with manufacturers, but certainly my comfort zone and the frameworks that I use are focused on B2B.
We all have a comfort zone. That's how life is.
Right.
I guess one more question before we wrap this up is, how do you measure all this? I know metrics is part of this. Can you talk about that as well?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jeff, because as you know, who was a GE that used to say, Jack Welch, I guess, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. And you see that in, just think about the operational checklist that crews use probably every night when they go into a place. They want to make sure they're checking every box and don't skip steps. The metrics, the measurement absolutely feed into the management of this sort of an effort. Now, a lot of that comes from properly setting up and using a CRM, not just kind of saying, okay, we've got, some CRM that we use and somebody every once in a while goes in and adds something, but using it properly all the time. It means marketing automation that captures all the data on your digital marketing, on your content, on your online presence, that feeds information, intent data, if you will, to the sales force to make them more effective. Now, all of those, there's wonderful technology and automation that's available to us. It can feel daunting. There's often some cost associated with it. But if you set it up right, it's easy to create dashboards that will just be in your inbox every morning or weekly or monthly that will give you the tools in order. It's got the measurement. Now you can manage from that.
All right. Well, it sounds interesting. Those watching this may reach out to you with more questions. But that's great to hear a way to make business more effective and maybe more fun too.
I think it is more fun. If your forecast is accurate and you're not dreading the end of the month and end of the quarter, it definitely you still have personnel hassles and clients can drive you crazy, but it's more fun if you know what's happening in terms of new business.